Ah, the smell of meat cooking on an open flame. Brisket, sausage. This is a food dreamer's paradise. And the best barbecue can be found in the great state of Texas. On this episode of SteinVentures, we take you deep into the heart of Texas. Austin, Texas. Circuit of the Americas is the premier destination for world-class motorsports and entertainment. Set on 1,500 acres of rolling hills, this weekend was about Formula One racing. But first we had to get through the traffic. We parked ourselves and did the shuttle one day. The shuttle was a nightmare. We found parking for $20 off-site and it was well worth it. Next, we would brave the foot traffic and the line to get in. Tip number 1, bring your own fold-up lawn chair. Tip number 2, get there early. If you want a good spot to watch the race, you need to get there as early as possible. All right, we are waiting in line to get into F1 racing right now.
Go Ferrari?
What? No, go McLaren. And this is what our line looks like.
We got here at 7:30 and the gates open at 8:30. We weren't the first ones in line, but not too bad.
Now that we made it inside, let's take a look at what fun activities COTA has to offer. Shopping is a must, especially if you didn't come to the race with your favorite constructor's apparel. My wife makes a run for the Ferrari booth and picks up a new hat. It's no McLaren, but you're looking good, babe. There's plenty of carnival rides if thrill-seeking is your thing. We even got to test our skills at changing out a tire as part of a pit crew. Wow, 3.9 seconds. We're almost ready for the big league. We even got treated to a sneak peek preview of the new 2022 F1 racing car. Of course, it's not just the cars that have undergone. And now it was time to race to our seats. After 2 days of walking around the circuit and watching practice, we decided the best seat in the house was on turn 3.
Boy, I cannot wait till the green lights go out.
You've also got your cowboy boots on right now.
They're back.
When you put your race boots on today, what's the target? What do you think is achievable today? Ferraris look like they had the edge over you yesterday, but race pace looks pretty close.
Yeah, the race pace is going to be, I think, definitely a top 4 battle. But hell, my sights are set on the podium. I've had two here in the past. I think it'd be a good time to get the third. Third is my favorite number as well, number 3. So third podium in Austin, Texas, y'all, we can do it. I'm an idiot, thank you.
No, one last question, Daniel. You've got a really special tribute helmet.
Ricardo's really taking in Texas. I love your hat, Ricardo!
And now it was time for the start of the 2021 Grand Prix in Austin, Texas. Charles Leclerc was set to make another world record time lap on this track. Sergio Perez was ready to put on a show for his many fans crossing the border. Lewis Hamilton was in the fight for his career to win that 8th championship title. And Max Verstappen was focused on finishing first in this Texas circuit for the first time ever in his career. Max Verstappen finally wins in Austin, Texas. Hamilton comes in second, and Sergio Perez finishes in third place. After the race, we retreated to a spectacular walk-on track experience. Okay, we are on the track officially.
The very same track that the F1 drivers drove on.
The very same track. We had a great time at Circuit of the Americas. Our only complaint was that there were way too many people. A record-setting crowd of more than 140,000 fans attended the race on Sunday. We wanted to share some important tips for you to make your trip to the races a bit easier. We already gave you 2 tips earlier this episode, so let's start with tip number 3. Bring an umbrella. Whether it's raining or it's hot outside, an umbrella will make things a bit more comfortable. Tip number 4. Sunscreen. That sun is blazing hot. Protect your skin. Tip number 5. Freeze bottled waters. We brought 6 frozen waters a day. Water at the races are about $4 each. Tip number 6. Bring a small shovel. This will help you dig a small hole to balance your chair on the hilltop that you watch the race at. Tip number 7. Food and alcohol are very expensive inside. Bring your own 50 milliliter alcoholic shot bottles and create your favorite drink. And finally, tip number 8. Bring your own wagon to make it easier to transport all your stuff. If you've never watched an F1 race, I highly recommend watching the Netflix series Formula One Drive to Survive series. This is what got us so excited about Formula One racing and the drivers. By the end of the day, we were exhausted. The combination of walking all around and the hot sun beating down on us created a well-deserved good night's sleep.